The gods looked down at Gilgamesh, and what they saw disturbed them enough to take action. Because this king wasn't just powerful, he was completely out of control in ways that ancient texts describe in detail that will surprise you. The Epic of Gilgamesh records that he was taking sons from their fathers, leaving no virgin to her lover, and ruling his people with such unchecked force that the citizens of Uruk cried out to the gods, begging for someone to stop him. And the gods answered with something nobody expected. The goddess Aruru dipped her hands in water, pinched off a piece of clay, and let it fall into the wilderness, creating a being called Enkidu. And what makes this creation controversial is something scholars have been debating for decades. Enkidu had no gender, no fixed form, no soul at birth. Created as a mirror image of Gilgamesh, described as his second self, stormy heart for stormy heart. This being lived wild in the wilderness with animals, eating grass and drinking from rivers, until a woman named Shamhat was sent to bring Enkidu into human civilization. Now here's what the ancient texts actually say happened next, and why it's been controversial for over a century. Enkidu and Gilgamesh met. They fought. And then something in the ancient texts shifts in a way that scholars, theologians, and historians have never fully agreed on. The epic describes their bond using language the ancient world reserved for the deepest human connections. Gilgamesh called Enkidu his closest companion, his second self, and the texts record them kissing and embracing in ways ancient readers understood as the highest expression of devotion between two beings. When Enkidu died, Gilgamesh didn't grieve like a king losing a warrior. He grieved like a man who lost the only being in existence who truly understood him, wandering the wilderness for years, refusing to accept death, and launching the world's first recorded quest for immortality. That quest is what gives us the flood story, the plant of eternal life, and the serpent who steals it. One genderless being created from clay by a goddess started the chain of events that produced the oldest literature in human history. Draw your own conclusions about what Enkidu was, what they meant to Gilgamesh, and why the gods chose this kind of being to bring the most powerful king in the ancient world back under control. Created from clay, no gender, no soul, became the most important being in ancient history. The texts say what they say. Follow for more.